Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Nettie here. I am here today to do the furry friend tag. I know that a lot of people have done it already, and I just wanted to share my furry friend with you. This is Medaya. This is my cat. Her name is Medaya, but we call her Maddie Mats for short. And I am very fortunate to have her here right now because normally she is not a cat that likes to be held, or it's kind of like on her terms. She's very, she'll let you know when she wants you to pet her, and she'll get up on your lap. But other from that, it's like she's just been always a really feral cat. She's a little older now. I think I've had her, I call her my year 2000 cat. So she's almost 15 years old. I had her ever since she was a little tiny baby kitten. Not quite sure when her birthday was, because there's a story obviously to her. We found her on, it was I think midweek or something like that. It was in September, and somebody had just dropped her off on my doorstep. And so the story is, I had to go to work at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I was working like a late shift that week, and so I was getting ready, running around, getting ready for work, and I heard this little cry, and it sounded like a baby crying outside my window, or outside my patio window. And I look out there. I have these big sliding glass doors, and there's this little kitten, just looking up and just crying. And I'm like, oh my gosh, where did you come from? And I was like, it was probably like around 9 o'clock in the morning, and I had to leave by, I think, 12 noon to be at work by 1. And I was like, oh my gosh, it's like what am I going to do? And Bob was already at work, so he was working just regular hours. And I call him up. I'm like, Bob, I've got this little kitten's at my doorstep. I don't know what to do with it. I mean, it's like. And at the time, we were living in these condos, and you weren't allowed any pets. And I was like, I wasn't ready for a cat. And I'm like, oh my gosh, it's like, I don't have anything for a cat. It's like, what am I going to do? He's like, well, bring it in and call the shelters and see, if you can drop her off. And I said, so I ran around and did that, and all the shelters weren't open until 1 o'clock that day, and I'm going, this is crazy. So long story short, we ended up with this little kitten, and well, we knew that we were going to be moving into a house soon, so we just kind of like, well, just temporarily, we'll just kind of like hide her, and nobody will know she's a little kitten. And so we ended up with Maddie Mats here, and we've had her ever since. And she is such a talkative girl. Normally, you should see her when Bob comes in. It's like it's her favorite. She's just like talking all the time, meowing, and you can have a conversation with this thing. It's like, oh my gosh, she is so talkative. She just meows and meows and meows. But she will have a conversation with you and answer you. You can ask her questions. It's the funniest thing to see her and Bob talking back and forth. I never thought I would have a cat, mainly because I've always grown up with dogs, and I'm more of a dog person. I always say I'm a dog person, but I have a cat. And it's just really strange, but we had cats as well growing up, but I was just always I was more drawn to dogs. And right now, with the schedule that Bob and I have, we work a lot, so it's tough to have a dog, and it wouldn't be fair. Cats, they're just a little more self-sufficient, it seems, than dogs. They don't mind, being in the house all day, and she loves to just, cuddle up with us on the couch in the evenings. We're both sitting here, and yeah, she's very low maintenance. We have somebody come in and take care of her when we go away. And other from that, she's just a really good girl. She's such a strange little thing because she's a little bit half and half cat and dog. We always let her out on our patio when the weather is nicer. She's so good. She just stays on the patio. She doesn't venture any farther than that, and she's a really good girl. But she's still feisty though. Whenever I'm putting on my runners or anything, and she sees the laces loose, she'll like attack them, and she'll tell you when she doesn't want to be petted anymore because she'll nip. She will still nip at me. I'm like, oh my gosh. But just like right now, you can see her. She's kind of like, I'm not sure I want to be petted right now. She's giving me that look, and I can see her tail's flicking away here. Right, Maddie Mats? Yes. I know. We respect you. Anyways, that is my furry friend tag. My Maddie Mats. She's quite a nice little girl, though. I did want to say thank you for those that are following me on Instagram and sent me well wishes there. I have been really, really under the weather for the last, oh my gosh, it's more than 10 days. I had like an epic cold. So thank you very much, and bye. We'll see you in the next video.